Or
hello and welcome to the stream. Hopefully we're back and going here. Yep, still looks like we are good. Welcome you guys. Welcome for joining our Friday night hangouts again, where we do our events digitally instead of in person at the store, which is our sponsor, our nonprofit sponsor, Wizards Comics, your best place for games, comics, new and old, some collectibles, and nice staff in the park. So if you guys are looking for some great old comics, some old statues, looking for some people to play with, virus letting, and other great things like that, or just want to talk shop about your favorite characters with the guys down there, don't feel like you need to look any further than that, because we have a shop in the park and a shop in Edmonton. So I've tried my best not to stumble there, but we all know me. But anyways, hopefully we're not too loud here. Again, we got a new setup that we're going to be starting and testing today, which will allow you guys to hopefully see the chats and all that stuff and interact, see who's talking, whatnot. See your link here as we get going here. So you guys can see we have Eric and Glenn already in the booth waiting for me to rejoin them, because that is because we have a special event going on right now that is going to be streamed to you guys for our Friday Hangouts. I know some of you have not been able to get your fill of Warhammer and tabletop role-playing games, that too, and war games. So we actually have a live, real game going on for you guys to watch here. As a heads up, these guys are not and this is not a diss at all, because this is a game meant to be fun. These guys are definitely not pro players. So if you're coming in expecting high quality, quick action play of some of those people who play on TV who might not get a lot of rules right and stuff, you come to the wrong place. This is going to be more of an actual true game to fill your needs and show you some cool stuff from some of the new codexes that came out. But I'll let the guys do the rest of the talking here. I'm going to be, if you guys are interested in watching, we have, as you may have seen on the Facebook posts there, that due to the virus hitting right when we were about to do that Age of Sigmar tournament, we basically have a bunch of prizing sitting around, and Games Workshop gave us a hit up saying, hey, your prize support stuff, your marketing stuff is going to go out. So I thought, why not, for all you guys who are waiting to join back in this campaign, should get rewarded. So I'm going to be working on a big project here that is going to be added to the prize pool for the Age of Sigmar. And don't worry for you 40k guys, we have some cool 40k stuff coming in for the grand prize for that tournament when we start up again. So I'm going to go here and get the guys back in the voice call. Feel free to leave your messages down below as I set up the cameras and get their game going here, so we can get the screen share going here. So let us go and do that.
Sentinels.
Okay.
I do not have the.
Hello, we are back.
I don't have Ridge Runners. I
Nice.
don't have Shackles. I don't have Goliaths. So, warrior options. Oh yeah, the Sentinel Chainsaw. It's 1 point.
Tippity tappity tippity tap. So say hello, Eric.
Hello.
How's your guys' game going here for setup?
Not bad. I'm waiting for his list to be done. During of which I'm putting up my army, seeing that for some reason the previous map was all funky. So
Yeah, wouldn't let me be anything other than a spectator, which meant that I couldn't interact with anything.
I
Where
see.
did I put my pistol? So we're on a slightly different map now.
Yeah, so for you guys who are wondering what that prize is, sorry, the camera's kind of crappy. Kind of trying to figure out how to properly get lighting up in here. Oh yeah, I gotta plug that lamp back in. Talk about lighting. But this is the Boyo itself, the addition to the grand prize for the Age of Sigmar tournament for when we start back up. So I'm going to be building this today. Get it primed and put into the display case. We're going to build it so that the rider can come off and the wings will be separate for ease of painting for you guys, whoever wins this bad boy. We'll have something equal to its value for the 40k side, which look for that. That's going to be something cool and unique and big. Besides that, if somehow we finish this before the stream's done or the guys finish their game, I have these dudes right here, which I've been sitting on for a while now, which we're going to, oh, there's a hole in it. Huh, where do you look at that? Oh, the plastic's just so crappy, that's why. It's been sitting there forever. It's got old comic baggy. For those who collect comics and you've seen those really old, destroyed like cat piss bags, as I like to call them, it's kind of like that. Anyways, I got these guys I've been sitting on because everyone except for Glenn has been, and Eric here, has been telling me that I should get some Space Marines because I have a bunch of Corn Demons. So to please them, I've got a pack of Intercessors that I'm going to turn into a like a captain and 2 units of 5 dudes or something like that, with a bunch of the corn bits I have extra from my Blades of Corn guys. So I'll have 1 unit of 40k Space Marines, so that if I need to play a game of 40k and I only have Age of Sigmar, I'll have some 40k dudes so I can actually compete and not just get blasted away because, you know, no guns. And we all know my luck with the skull cannons. So,
Yippee.
yeah, you're saying?
I think he's just replying to what you were saying there.
Anyways, I'm gonna go plug in my lamp. You guys let me know when you're ready so I can put your screen on the screen.
Okay.
I think I'm good on my side. Let me just see if I forgot anything from the...
I'm still getting mine set up.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I plugged in the freaking fan. That's why.
Ah,
There we go. Lights everywhere. There you go. Hopefully that's better. I am back.
Cool.
So how are we sharing the screen? Am I joining your game as a spectator, or are you gonna stream it to me?
I could have you join, so let me just bring you up on my friends list here. Doesn't say that you're on.
Well, no, because I don't have my Steam turned on.
Gotcha, then I shall wait. While I wait, let me go ahead and bring out some dice for my side here.
There we go.
oh. Okay.
So we're gonna open this up here. It
Maybe
is
I-
taped.
5.
The first time, one of the few times that they've actually put security stickers straight from the box. So normally if you guys see tape on boxes like this, if it's rounded, it's them. If it's squared, it's most likely us. The reason why we do this sometimes is because the boxes are, you know, worth quite a bit, and they don't put any security on these things. So to make sure you guys get what is actually in the box and not, you know, just an empty one, we double check, make sure the box looks good, put our security stickers on it, and that way you know for sure someone hasn't got into it. So as we stroll here, just like every big cool dude that every faction gets, they have a slot. It's a slipcase box. So Archon had a cool one. I think it was my favorite one. The Everqueen had a really cool one. I use that one actually for sleeve storage. But as we open this, this is the Age of Sigmar one. This, or the Sigmarines one, the Star Drake. This is their big $200 model, Canadian. That looks pretty dope as hell. You can build this as, I believe, 2 or 3 different versions. So we're gonna go and open that up as I move and close things, and I will join their game here.
Here, one more.
Join game.
Need to do some editing here.
Oh, nothing slipped in there. So yeah, so these are the two versions that we can build. We got Drake Sworn Templar and a Lord Celestiant. I believe I'm going to build this to match the box we have in there, so I'm going to build them as the Templar. But with how it should be built, it basically should be able to be both. So we got here our first sprue, this nice bad boy. Definitely Games Workshop quality. Surprisingly, they still make their models in Europe. You'd think they moved all their stuff to China by now and charge us more for it. But yeah, we got the shoulder pads, so it looks like they get different shoulder pads based on how you want to build it. And of course, then we got the body of the dragon itself. He's pretty He's pretty huge. And then we got the Imperial Knight base. Excuse you. So, let us begin this build process. I am using Citadel clippers. I am using their knife with blades and their plastic glue. Your room is full apparently.
Strange. It shouldn't be.
Is it 2 out of 2 or is it 2 or 3?
Oh, fuck, that's right. Here, there should be another way to you to watch.
Oh, why don't you just save the game, quit, remake the room as a three-person?
One moment. Here, I gave that a try, or I sent you to watch.
It's gonna mess with the stream if I do a live stream for long, because I'll be streaming a stream.
Okay. You okay doing a quick save there, Eric?
Yeah, I haven't really spawned anything of that much importance.
Okay, so let me go ahead. Man, I hate autosaves in this game for some reason. I really do. Save. Okay. Then menu, main menu. Yes.
Disconnected from server.
Okay. Free people.
So.
Get these guys' games saved here, and I will shrink my camera. So we'll just be up here in the corner building. You guys can watch the game.
Yeah, I invited you both again.
Yeah, I'm just setting up my camera.
Gotcha.
I just gotta move my invited you to play the game. And loading.
Cool.
And
Alright. Oh, right, I need to promote you again. There we go. Should I roll to see what mission we're doing today?
yeah, if you want to.
Alright.
I'm still connecting.
4. No Man's Land.
Oh, here we go. Getting in. Too bad Bryce wasn't here, because then he'd be able to tell us which version of this boil was better.
I mean, we could ask him if he could join us on Discord quickly.
He's probably doing something.
Probably, yeah.
This is a thick book.
Oh, like Winnie the Pooh.
Server just timed out.
Oh, that's strange. Here, one moment, let me invite you again. Are we going to have the same problem like we did last night?
With what?
With Zach?
Well, that was with frickin'.
Zach?
No, that was with Outriders.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like that.
I'm so sick. My tummy.
Oh. I'm loading in.
Alright, so... Eric?
Yes?
The mission is going from this way.
Oh. The loading.
Okay.
How much things do you guys spawn in?
I already spawned everything of mine in.
I know, but there's so many items.
I've spawned like 5 things.
It's like loading in our copy of Gloomhaven.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Also, talk about Gloomhaven. We need to play Gloomhaven again.
And so then one in the middle, 20 from. Okay. I know. Here, let me go ahead, spawn in some default dice.
Stop
Yeah.
spawning in things.
Oh, should I wait then?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm still loading.
Yeah, 97% it says on my screen.
Okay.
98, 99, 100. There
Alright,
we go.
we're good.
I've got my army list. I just need to actually spawn in the models onto the board. So,
Okay, so let's take it quick before I put the camera into default position so I can start building this thing. It looks like Glenn has all his stuff out. So let's let Glenn go over what he has as Eric sets his up. So where are we starting here?
I have 3 patrols for my Drukari. New rules say that I don't get any penalties for taking any patrols, bringing me to my 12 command points. So, my first patrol is Obsidian Rose Cabalite patrol. So, a unit of Trueborn. What am I? Let me just close the window because there's people outside. One moment. Yeah, my mic picks up from outside. Sorry to anyone who has to hear that. Anyway, so a unit of Trueborn, which get 2 up ballistic skill, +1 leadership, ignores the penalties when advancing and shooting. A unit of regular warriors, and a Master Archon. They won't be in a transport. They will be on ground trying to guard the patrol objectives near them. Also in that detachment is a Ravager and a Reaper. Now with Obsidian Rose, it adds 6 additional inches to the range of heavy rapid fire. And let me double check here. I know I had the thing popped up here not too long ago.
Oh, they did freaking label the sprues. Freaking smart.
Here we go. Yeah. So, yeah, 6 inches to assault, rapid fire, and heavy weapons, not including relics. And could allow reroll 1 failed to wound roll. So, yeah, that's it for the 1 patrol. The second patrol is all poison ton specific, not including the scourges because they don't get the benefit for any of that. So, poison ton allows me to reroll all failed wounds or ones on wounding with poison weapons. So let me just double check here. I had that up here as well. It was like the next page over. Or the page before. Attacks with poison weapon. Improve the weapon ability by maximum 1 on a 2+. So if it's poison 4+, it's 3+. And oh, looks like they changed it. Each time. Yeah, so add 1 to the poison.
Anyways, what else do you got?
And then 2 venoms carrying the 2 5-mans. With 1 with 2 splinter cannons, 1 with a splinter cannon and a twin splinter rifle. That's it for patrol number 2. Patrol number 3 is Prophets of Flesh, Homunculus Coven. Now with this, whenever a grotesque character or monster loses wound, they regain 1 per turn. If the opponent's modifier is wounded on 1 to 3. It is neglected unless if the strength of the weapon is 8 or higher. And I think, yep, that is it. Or was it? Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. So I have a default homunculus, default unit of racks, and then a unit of 3 Talos paint engines. Each are equipped with 2 heat lances instead of their splinter cannon tails, and then each are equipped with Talos gauntlets instead of 2 of their close combat weapons.
Yeah. That is your army?
Yes. My warlord trait is eternal hatred, and my relic, I think I chose the one over the Jin blade. Let me just double check here. Yeah, I did. So the relic for him is 3 up armor, and then whenever an attack is made against him in close combat, -1 to hit him.
Nice.
Yep.
Hey, are you good to go, Eric?
I don't have like warlord trait or artifact picked out yet, but I do have all my models.
Alright,
So-
well, you can go over your models at least.
Yeah.
Let me scroll on over to your side there.
Yeah. So I have a handful of them spawned in already.
I just see a sentinel, some hive guard, and a baneblade.
Yeah. So I've got the swarm lord. I
Alright.
have where he doesn't get any options.
Hi, GG.
I have apparently that thing doesn't have a model. I've got a Sporocyst, which is like a drop pod bunker essentially, with 5 venom cannons. I have the hive guard, the unit of 3 hive guard, an armored sentinel with a las cannon, a bane blade with all 4 sponsons, and the pintle mount.
Drop that.
And I have Tyrannid warriors. I have
Warriors.
4 squads of 3. And they have scything talons and a death spitter, with 1 out of each group having a venom cannon.
Nice.
The sentinel is his own detachment, the auxiliary detachment, where you just bring 1 dude. And that's Gene Serial Cult, which means that I can have a equal amount of that gives me 1 detachment of guardsmen that I can bring, which I have as a bane blade, and I have to double check what detachment for the nids themselves. So I've still got to pick out my artifact and warlord trait. Although I'm pretty sure I don't get a warlord trait, or I don't get to pick the trait because Swarmlord is a named character.
Yep.
Well, if he's your warlord, then
If he is, if he's my warlord, he has a set trait that he gets. There's no option for it.
Yeah, I know that. Drazar has the default.
I believe that's a thing for all named characters.
Yep. If a named
Yep.
character has a trait on it, you have to take it.
Well, you could choose to have the named character as the warlord.
Technically, I could make any individual model, the warlord, but if I only get a trait if it's a character. Or from the Blood of Baal Psychic Awakening book, I do have Adaptive Physiologies, which if I have a Tyranid warlord, instead of taking a warlord trait, I can take an Adaptive Physiology and put it onto any unit. There's a list that are for infantry units and a list for monster units. Select an Adaptive Physiology from the corresponding list, applies to the selected model or unit.
Alright, so let me see here.
And then I have access to a stratagem that lets me take a second one if I choose.
And that is your army?
Yep.
So let me see. Baneblade, a Sentinel, 3 guards, Warlord.
Hive Guard.
Hive Guard. Then the Warriors, and that's it?
Yep. I need to... So I can't actually modify the... Wait, I can modify the state of the Warriors. Because this mod I have lets me pick what their equipment is. And there's 24 variations. I need to figure out which one I need.
Alright.
How do you do that?
So, right-click on the model.
Yeah.
And then on the list, second from the top, you'll see something, state. If it's available for your models.
Okay, that's why. Because
At
mine's
least
custom toggles, tags, save object, color tint.
Yeah, because it should be in between shuffle and reset. At least it is for me.
Okay.
So it might just be what the mods that we're using.
Yeah, probably. So let me send a photo through Discord here to show everyone which one we're playing.
You can just tell them.
I just had it out too. One more. This one is called No Man's Land. So, the deployment instead of deploying from here to, or it's weird because it shows that deployment is from here and here, but it's the same as like this side from here to here, but like sideways. Again, let me go ahead and quickly show a photo. Oh, people are goodness.
So I'm just looking for the state for my warriors, which is the talons and then the cannon that they're bringing.
Where should I put this photo under as? Under like tabletop games, 18 plus or okay, I got this.
It's a rule from the book, so I'd suggest not posting it in the Discord.
Okay.
Just tell them what it is.
Well, it's No Man's Land, but it's weird because the deployment, as you can see on the screen here, from here to here.
Alright.
Behind the green lines.
Then what's the win condition?
Yeah. So the secondary objective that comes with it, at the end of each of your turns, if you control the center objective marker, you score a victory point equal to the battle round. What I'm planning to do is take it down, or bring it down, I meant. Deploy scramblers, and I had the third one in my mind here. Deploy scramblers, or you know what, I might not, just to be more friendly in this game. So bring it down for sure. Thin their ranks, and the one that it gives us.
I see. Okay, I wanted to check to make sure there wasn't double echo going on here.
I did hear double echo at one point, yes.
That's probably not good.
Ow.
Ooh, excuse me.
So,
Okay, so there is no double echo. We're good.
Strange. Oh well.
I picked up my adaptive physiology because they in fact can go on named characters as long
Hey,
as
baby
that
girl.
character either infantry or monster as appropriate. So I'm going to be taking accelerated digestion on the Swarm Lord. So for every model he kills in the fight phase, he restores 1 wound.
Okay, yeah.
He restores 1 wound per model killed in the fight phase. And I'm also going to need to pick out psychic powers for him because he is a
Psychosomatic.
Gotta go grab my psyker card.
What is psychic powers?
I remember those days when we used to have psychic powers.
And then he created Slanesh.
Yep. Worst day of our lives.
Probably.
Oh, well, one of the days.
Has gotten better since then.
Another one is that Vex did die, but then he got resurrected years later.
I thought you were dead. I only died a little.
Actually, now I think about it, the resurrection of Vex is practically the 40k version of the coming back of Jesus.
Ooh, be careful what you say there.
I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'll shut up on that.
The Lord can manifest too.
For those who don't know, or if anyone does care, so as Rabael Vec, the Drukari named character who ruled all of Komarog, got killed by the Yinkarn, because another god had to be created back in 7 and 8. So it's like, ugh.
Stops you guys
So,
from
yeah.
being by Slanesh.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we created a monstrosity. The monstrosity killed Vect. Years later, the Harlequins hosted a funeral for Vect for the Drukari to attend. When the Drukari came, the Harlequins are like, "Hey, so you guys miss Vect, right?" Drukari said yes. The Harlequins were like, "So we know a way how to bring him back, but please don't be mad about us. Or please don't be mad at us about this." Drukari questioned. Next thing you know,
Why
the
would we?
Harlequins started killing all the Drukari to resurrect Vect. Later on, after the massacre, Prophets of Flesh, the Homunculus Coven, resurrected the killed off Drukari. And hence, Vect is back lore wise, but yet no model at all, or stats.
He's just sitting at his house, just on his couch, just. Should I go do something? I think I'll just sit here for a while.
Which is strange because old models are getting new models, like Gazgal got a model, Belcor just got a new one, Fabius Bile got one.
Fabulous Bill.
Tyranids are getting a new one. I remember seeing that on one of the rumor engines.
Interesting.
So I was just looking here, and I can't actually take an artifact. because I can because I have a Tyranid Warlord. I can have a single bio artifact.
I love it.
Artifacts cannot be given to named characters.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, no.
Okay, I don't have any non-named characters. I only have the one character, so I just take any artifacts.
Well, in a sense, you could give your sergeant a artifact.
Sergeants.
I know my sergeants can.
His sergeants aren't characters.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Who would that?
No, my sergeants aren't characters either, and I could still get an upgrade.
Yep,
Technically,
maybe
don't have sergeants the same way that you do.
Yeah. Hence why another thing I dislike about 40k. There's no uniformity to anything.
My infantry squads, they're all the same. They don't have like a sergeant in them that has a higher leadership. They're just all the same. And
where are you? Where's the saddle? Where are you?
So, I'm currently working on a thing here quickly, trying to get something set up before we start.
That's Billy.
Without launching my psychic power cards across the room. Move those. Okay, loading. Come on, get to it. Oh, jeez.
Stop. Stop. Knowledge.
Oh, you beat me to it.
What was that guy that did those commercials?
I can't remember his full name.
The knowledge guy. How's he doing? What's he been up to?
I don't know, but it's been a long time since he made those commercial or fake commercials.
Existing.
YouTube ad.
Here
in my garage.
I don't know what he was promoting. I never actually watched him past the 5 seconds till you can skip ad. I never actually watched him.
Who watches ads on YouTube, though, right?
Who ads on YouTube?
Okay.
I remember somebody on, like, Reddit or something posted, like, a YouTube ad, but it was like it was the whole movie Gordon Here's the Who, the new-ish CGI, or the newish one. And, like, oh, that was a good movie. Now I wonder what I was watching on YouTube now. He watched the whole ad of Horton Hears the Who before the actual YouTube video.
Surprise movie.
I remember seeing a screenshot where it was like a GoPro commercial or something like that. 57 minutes long.
Yep.
Unskippable.
Yep.
57-minute unskippable ad.
Yup.
Just hopefully it doesn't come up in front of a like a first aid video, like a how-to first aid, and they put a 57-minute unskippable ad. Like, that guy's gonna be dead by the time this is done. So I'm seeing if I can load into a thing here. It doesn't.
The Durgan is coming along.
Doesn't seem to be working. Ow.
Don't hurt yourself.
It's just a bit of hair. I've got plenty.
For now.
Oh, so for those who don't know what the missions are, so Bring It Down is if it's a vehicle or monster with 10 or less wounds, I gain 2 points per. If it's 11 plus, 3 points per. The secondary mission that comes with the mission, the one in the middle here, if I control it most of the time, I gain that many points for whatever turn it is. And what was the third one I said? Oh, Thunder Rings. So whenever I kill a unit, I rally it up 10 models
Okay,
equals
so
1 point. Yeah, 10 models per point is the point.
So,
Another good reason why to run dudes in units of 9 instead of 10.
so I think I might have to exit out of the tabletop simulator here for a moment.
Hold on, let me save the game. Make it easier for us.
Yeah, because I think I might need to reboot my computer based on how this is looking. Yeah, I'm gonna just quickly reboot my computer.
Yeah, let me overwrite the save and see if it's correct the same way or not. Yes, it is the same way. Okay, so let me exit out and wait for you.
Let's do that. Okay, rebooting my computer. I'm still gonna be here in Discord because I'm doing that on my phone, but
Right.
okay. Because it's currently doing a thing at me, and it's annoying. Okay, computer's booting up.
So besides all this, how's everyone's day going?
Doing good.
I'm doing pretty good. Nothing out of the ordinary from me.
Same here. The one site that I go on to that does MSRP on Pokemon cards, $850 to $700 for the Shiny Charizard VMAX.
I see.
Yeah, it's going down, sadly enough.
I knew it was going to.
I don't disagree, yes. Of course, with something like that, it would go down. But, like, when it first started, 1,100, like, my god. Oh, and I still feel bad for that one video. For those who don't know, just look up YouTuber Ben's Charizard Remax.
Oh.
And it was like the $1,100 shiny one as well. So it's like, my heart. Why did he bend it?
Money.
Yeah, somebody did donate to him to do it, so.
How much did he donate?
$50.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you get $50 then, or you have a card that you'll never be able to sell at its full price. Because no one's looking to buy, they're looking to sell.
Yeah.
And in the end, it was going to be about like $100 anyway, so he made it back.
So,
Which is strange. The one from Hidden Fates is still $900.
okay.
Yep.
Laptop.
That is
Because it's older.
strange. Buy like a set before.
Well, still, it's older. That was basically impossible to get.
And yet I managed to get one on my birthday. For those who don't know, my birthday was at the beginning of the month. Or beginning of the year. And end of the month. I managed to get one at a place. I bought it. Very first pack. I streamed it. And I managed to pull the $900 Charizard.
My legs are
Nice.
dying. I got the body done. He's a big boy.
How's the computer there, Eric?
I'm just booting it back up now.
Okay. I shall wait still. I don't know. Should I mention? No, I think it's not. Well, I mean, like, we are on the 18 plus channel, but I don't know if I feel comfortable mentioning what I'm planning to do this year.
Get laid?
No. The moment I do is when Vec comes back as a model. No. You know what? Will it be alright if I mention it on the channel here, or should I not?
Okay, so
There, Will.
This is supposed to be kind of like a general all stream, like everyone can come. So basically, just put it safely, because if I say it, I can get in trouble and shit, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
Whereas, like, yeah, we don't want to lose our rights to stream. But anyways, it's Glenn is going to attempt something that has become recently legal on the day which most people celebrate it. So that's going to be an interesting thing.
I'm pretty sure I know what that is now.
Yes.
Recently legalized in Canada?
Yep. He's going green, to put it another way, and then we'll leave it at that.
That's what I thought.
Going to be strange, but it's going to be a one-time thing only. See how it works out.
I had my birthday fairly recently. It was mid-March, and everybody was mentioning that. Like, oh, are you going to try it? Are you going to try it?
Did you?
No.
Well,
Not my thing.
ain't no fun.
So, okay, I should be just about to get back in.
For those who do join the channel here, I'm sorry I haven't been streaming recently. I've been busy with like extra hours at my work, especially with like the vaccines and all that. Getting asked questions, even though it's not my department. So like, I'm being busy, but I might be getting back to it soon. Not only lighting problem in the place here is hard, so.
Okay. So let's bring up this program. Nice breeze coming in from my window now.
I got a nice breeze.
Loading. So, would you be able to invite me through the game through Tabletop Simulator itself rather than Steam? Because I don't know if I can do the thing I'm trying to do if I get invited through Steam.
When I'm in the little menu of our game, I press the little plus sign where it says invite friends, and then it brings me through Steam. Yeah.
The only way you can join him is if you have him as a friend, and he has the game like open or with a password. You can go into search for game, and then set it to friends.
Which is strange because I put it down for friends, but it doesn't show any passwords available.
Turn to game. Okay, so that's loading now.
I think passwords is only for like randos.
No, passwords you can do for friends too.
Give it a try then. I might be doing it wrong.
Well, I'm streaming, so I can't.
Oh, right. Then let me exit out.
It should be when you make server, it should be put password at the bottom there.
Well, okay, I click on create.
Yeah.
I click on multiplayer. Then it has like server name, server type, server password, max players.
Server password.
Yeah, but like all three are highlighted. Public, friends, and invite, right?
Yeah.
So when I click on off public and invite and then to friends, it doesn't show any passwords for friends.
Oh, then they must have removed it.
The only way to do it is public and then putting it down as password.
Yeah, they must have changed it then.
I mean, okay. I could just make it public, but make a password for you guys.
You could.
Let's do that.
Good.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so I should be all set up if we want to get me back into the game.
Yeah. I just...
No, I don't want to be the Guardian.
Okay, so it should have, like, people playing, or friends playing on the menu.
And I have a pop-up in the middle. How do I get rid of you? Settings.
You can never get rid of the pop-ups.
Well, I kind of need to because it's right in the middle of my view.
Man, I don't miss old pop-up days from old computers. You could win instantly $1,000.
What's the password?
IS space BAE.
No capitals?
No capitals.
AE?
BAE.
Why does it say?
They put so much shit on the sprue.
Yeah, but there's a very good reason behind that, Will.
Settings, controller binding.
There you are. Found you.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. I will find you. And I will kill you. Practically every hide and seek game ever in Gmod. Or no, Prop Hunt, not. Oh yeah, Prop Hunt and hide and seek.
There. And we'll zoom ourselves back down.
The binding's missing. They're not missing. They're right in my hands. I did it.
Are you VRing?
Maybe. Oh, that's what that does. How do I? Exit game. Go back out here. Back into the game.
So when should we order?
Well, seeing as Eric's taking full Ava, we could do it now.
Alright, well, hopefully we're under the amount to get it for free. Hopefully. Are you wanting the new strawberry as well?
Yes. Was that a question?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let me get mine quickly.
Okay, I'm back to this screen.
But yeah, so for those who are joining us a little bit later, I am Will again. This is Friday Hangouts. I am building the new prize for the Age of Sigmar tournament for once that gets up again. So if you guys want to know how you can join that, I'll talk about it a little bit later after this ramble. We have Glenn and Eric with us right now. They're gonna be playing a game of 40K if they ever get started. And
Gonna need the server password.
IS space BAE.
Yes. Is this even working?
should.
This is.
But yeah.
IF, and then
They don't have the strawberry on the options, Will.
Dun, dun, dun.
what was
Anyway,
I've got the first 3 down. What's the rest of it?
so IS space BAE.
BAE.
Yeah.
Connect. There we go.
So as they connect, Eric is going to be doing this by VR, so that's going to be interesting to see how that works. Glenn is on desktop. I am on desktop recording. I am recording you, Dib. Recording the alien. That's an Invader Zim reference that only Mike will get.
Spazzing me out as it's trying to. There we go.
Yeah.
Aha.
So, as I was saying, I'm building the Star Drake for the Sigmar tournament as to add to our prizing. So if you guys want to join that, I know we tried doing it before, but we had an issue.
Able with that.
Holy crap!
This giant die. But anyways,
Well,
so as they freak out in the corner there, so how it works is if you guys are interested in playing, we'll be working on the rules. We have a document for the store that's for the store, so it tells you kind of like what to expect, how many points we're playing, what rules that we like may change or update or stuff like that, like how to build a list, how to play, how to like what we expect from our plays. Sort of the usual thing you get from tournaments. But as we wait here for the restrictions to lift, we'll let you guys know sooner as when we get closer to that, when we can actually start planning for this. But if you guys want to join once the time is available, just keep an eye out on the social medias. We'll post one that's going to happen usually about a month or two before the actual event. It's $10 to join. All lists, and this is basically going to stay the same for all of them. Of course, we'll take a closer look with our panel of like judges and stuff to kind of like how loose of the rules we should go. But as of last time's tournaments, all lists must be built by either the official Games Workshop apps, because they do have like those War Scroll builders. So either has to be built by War Scroll Builder, or using physical copies of the Codex and General's Handbook of 2020. And then you cannot use you can't use Battle Scribe to build your lists. Battle Scribes can only be used as a sort of reference of what models are in the units. But for all purposes, you must have the official stuff available at all times to be asked to be, and must be seen by a judge on request. That's basically about it. So if you guys want to try playing, I know our Age of Sigmar guys are a little bit more casual than our 40k scene, which is definitely a lot more competitive. It was about 1,500 points, so if you guys can scrounge up about, I want to say safely, 1,800 points of your army, then you should be good to go. We're probably going to look at that 1,500 again, maybe 1,550, just to round it up, but that's what this is for. So I'm going to continue that. It looks like these guys are good to go now. Eric is in VR. We can see his hands. He's messing around with models.
I'm trying to pick up my Hive Guard. It won't let me. Let me pick up this.
But yeah. So I think that's it for my ramble. I'm going to continue here. We have about, let's say an hour left before we dropped to the actual Discord half of the stream. So I'm going to play some music in the background here and let these guys do the talking. If you guys are interested in watching me build some more, we still have the camera right here, the potato cam, and I'm going to continue building this lizard.
Another thing, usually our tournaments are Saturdays and Sunday. Well, a Saturday and a Sunday. From 11 to 11:30 to 6, right?
It depends on the size and how large.
Right. Yeah.
But
that's how it usually went.
They are weekend tournaments.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, so seeing that they don't have the strawberry wheel, do you want anything, or what else are you wanting to end?
Chocolate then.
Chocolate. Okay. Size?
Medium.
Medium. Okay. Anything else?
Okay, then.
Of course, the supper.
So, like what? Like chicken, burger, baconator.
3 wraps. Because they're like the snack wraps.
Chicken wraps?
Yep, the spicy ones.
Spicy chicken. 3 of them. What else?
A large Coke Zero.
Okay, so large fountain drink. Okay, and?
Do I want a poutine? I kind of want one, but I should be better. Small poutine if they have one.
Well, let me see. Poutine. It doesn't show any size.
I think last time I checked, they were 2 separate things. Like they weren't a selected size. It was like a kid size, snack size one somewhere, and then there was like the full one. So there should be like a $3 one and like a $5 one.
Oh yeah. No, I do see. Which is strange. You would think they could just like make 2 different. Yeah,
you like the sizing options.
One. Yeah, that's strange. All right, small poutine. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
Gone. There it is.
So spicy chicken sandwich for myself, medium fries for myself, medium coke for myself, medium frosty, chocolate for you, 3 wraps, fountain drink for you, large Coke Zero. And now the delivery is through.
Nice.
No, I don't want to grab the dumpster. I want to grab the sentinel, which is 3 meters underneath of it.
What's the difference? Yes, we gotta play Gloomhaven again, Eric.
Trying to grab my sentinel. It's not working. Okay, so stick head inside.
Oh.
No, I don't want to throw the sentinel. I want to grab it.
We also there's a VR mini golf course in VR chat that we'll have to try.
I found in VR chat have you guys watched the movie Ready Player One, or have you guys read the book?
Yes.
No.
I just threw my Swarmlord across the room.
GG. Is Gigi still in my window? No, she's not.
Oh, I just blindfolded myself. Hang on. There we go. There's a setting on the side here, blindfold, and it just hides the entire place, and it just puts me in like this default room with this big red curtain.
Yeah, it's for like when you play Cards Against Humanity or something, when people put stuff down so you can't see what they're putting down.
Well, think you could get the stuff seeing that Eric and I are in a game?
I'm hosting. I'm doing the stream.
All right, then I shall wait.
Does it keep wanting?
It's gonna take Eric quite a bit. I think you got enough time.
All right, so I ordered, and I need to let someone know about something.
Why is it doing this? Jesus!
That startled you more than me.
I'm trying to grab the Swarmlord. I press the button and it gives me a red arrow and it just yeets the Swarmlord.
Why not just play on computer?
You should have just played on the computer.
To try.
In VR.
Try it when you're not on stream.
Oh no, my paint engine! My Venom! What are you doing to my baby?
I just hurled it into the building. I can see your mouse. Okay, why is this?
Oh shit, wait. No, legit, what happened to my Venom? No, seriously, where'd it go?
It's
gone.
in the... Oh, I found it. It's here.
Oh yeah, it is upside down.
Because only the base has collision. And the
Oh, so
hooks-
it's flipped upside down in the table.
It was, yeah, but
Yeah.
we found it.
My Sentinel is here. It's like beside. If you look over here, where my. It's like under the table down there. It's on the underside of the table.
Oh. I think I could try to get it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Uh,
lost. We might have to copy and paste a new one.
gone forever.
It is, like, if anyone could see my screen, which I doubt it.
No, I just got the generic table up.
Yeah, so it's like under all of this.
Yeah, it's like. Also, one of my models isn't here.
So as they're messing around with that, projects I've been working on, if anyone's interested, I got some more bolt action done, another unit of those guys. I'm starting to paint my rebels for Star Wars Legion. That's been going pretty good. I'm doing like a indoor theme with them, so foresty. I was thinking desert, but
My Sporo system doesn't spawn with me.
teddy bears.
I didn't think I'd have to proxy while playing online.
Yeah, well,
Mod. But the Sporo system it has a texture, it doesn't have an actual shape.
Yeah, that's the problem with some of these workshop things.
Oh, Tyrannocyte isn't any better. I was going to try and use that one in place.
Yeah.
I mean,
What else have I...
What else? I've been bolt action, of course. I have a trauma team model set that I have for Cyberpunk. I'm going to build up as a trauma team under fire, getting a patient out. So they're definitely my favorite part of that whole universe. So I'm going to do that.
whoa, that's the objective.
Okay, do you
It has.
card right here?
It has to be right there.
If we draw a box,
Yes. So this is what I was meaning, guys.
Oh, I see.
We weren't gonna get much far. They usually don't in these games. So sorry about the long wait. I didn't think they'd be like this or take forever. I thought they'd be all set up and not
Well,
curing.
just copy and paste a new one.
So
It was under the map. It's just a
next
vacuum.
time
Yeah, so
if we do something like this, we'll try to get the guys to be
copy and paste a new one.
all done and whatnot. So get them all set up so we can just click the screen and go. Hopefully, though, by then we'll have the ability to play in person. So I'm gonna head back into the Discord here, and we'll see what they're doing.
I don't need, not Tyranids. I need. Guard. Not guard.
Legs. These legs definitely go on here.
Yeah.
Armored Sentinel Light.
Definitely goes on there. Oh no, these are back. These are hind legs. Oh, interesting.
Ooh, excuse me.
This is why you always dry fit.
Okay, John, can you see this here next to the objective? Is it one?
I don't see anything.
Because there's a. Can you see my controller?
Yeah, I can see your controller. Yes.
See that little red crystal?
I think so. Yeah.
So that little red crystal is inside the sentinel.
Oh.
Translucent sentinel right here, and I can't interact with it.
Well, then you just make a new one.
He did. It's
That's
thin.
what caused that. Oh, there's a sentinel here. No, it just wants to eat it.
You know what? Let me just pick up normally. Oh,
Lizard.
you're trying.
Okay, maybe I have to.
Here, Walmart, I got this. There we go.
Okay.
Let me delete that one. Oh, because you're flicking. Yeah, you're flicking.
I'm not trying to.
Here, Walmart. So, do you see your little menu at the top left? It has like a pointy finger, a pen.
On the VR one, he has it like it's like a billboard on the side somewhere around the table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Okay. Doesn't help, I'm still missing my Sporocyst. I still need to spawn in something to replace it. So, let me quickly that.
Probably like a drop pod for space. Oh no, but then we would have to.
I don't have the base new models and downloaded anyway.
Right. Yeah, me neither.
You can. The nice thing about Tabletop Simulator is you can go into where you're like where it's like load up games where there's a workshop section. You can pop it up and be like search game the workshop, and it will download and be accessible while you're in the game.
Create folders, sort, browse. Oh yeah, you can too. He's not wrong.
There's data cards for all my different guys.
Yeah, I know. Eric, did you hear what Will said?
Yeah, you can search while in. Nope. Don't grab the window.
Person is picking up our food. Well, I'll be right back. Person should be getting ready with the food to be on their way. So I'll be right back with that.
Okay. 20, where's 20?
Okay, so game 2. What the?
2.
Oh no, the game. I think I'm accidentally screenshotting. No, return to game.
We're having issues.
That's the same size. Oh! Wait a minute.
Did you know you were going to be streaming today?
Ow. Right. Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
No, it's gone.
Pop, 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 pop.
Search. And go page 5.
If it gets
There
to
we-
130 and you guys ain't done, I'm just gonna close it.
Okay.
But yeah. Probably play some digital Gloomhaven for the boyos.
There we go. I have a Trinocyte. Same size, it's just the drop pod version. Okay. There we go.
There you go. Here we are.
I think if I
Masters of the
Either.
Kunstaverse.
now the only problem is I don't have. I need to spawn in the data cards onto the table for all these different things.
Don't you have the codex? Oh goddamn.
Yeah, but that requires me to take off my headset. Don't have data cards with those anyway. So let me just put my headset up and get my books.
Great Boogly Moogly does this go on? Anyways, I should probably focus on building the parts that it wants me to build.
Sentinel. And last but not least, Baneblade. He's like around 500 points on his own.
As is tradition. Where do you go?
If I recall from the lore, they have like a crew of like 20 people just to
Yes.
maintain things. Just
Yep.
to keep them running.
They have a lot of people. They are house.
And apparently they're fairly shitty places to actually be. Sentinel.
As is tradition with Warhammer.
Baneblade. This Tyrannocyte's annoying to pick up. Oh, I had it there for a moment. Good thing with this Tyrannocyte, I literally just drop it in one spot and then it just sits there the rest of the game. Okay.
Man, then what the fuck is this for? So this goes here. I'm guessing. Oh, they're the. Okay, I see. I see your ploy, Games Workshop. Pull it to Mia, where you don't tell us the full truth. until the last second here. Just like, trust us, it's on purpose. On purpose. Again, talk about Tamiya. Getting Tamiya tanks, because I'm trying to get true scale stuff for my bolt action, is impossible.
Okay.
It is impossible to get. I do the old Amazon trick. There we go. Dragon is coming to fruition. Whooped out. Oh, something happened.
Oops.
What did you do?
I am no longer in Tabletop Simulator. You know what? Screw it. I'm not doing it in VR. Way too annoying.
He's learned that VR is stupid, and he's going back to tabletop.
Well, okay. VR on tabletop is awkward. Regular VR, like VR chat and all that, is a lot.
Yes.
It just depends on how the mechanics work.
I mean, Tabletop Simulator VR is cool. I played a game of checkers against myself.
Yeah. Fortunately, my headset's not really compatible for it. You just gotta do too much jankiness with it just to get it to run in the first place, that the jankiness overdoes it.
Okay, let's just move back over to my seat.
Where's the pointy tail? Over here.
I tried the VR, but being able to get it set up properly.
Needed the password again.
You could probably just invite me normally.
Okay.
I'll pop in just fine. Just getting back into my seat here.
Yeah.
So I don't need that anymore. Invited. Play. So this should load me in? Okay, connecting.
25.
Connecting. Client timed out.
Damn it.
You just
Try joining through the password again.
yeah. What was the password?
IS space BAE.
I just realized what that says.
I love doing that because whenever Will has to join, he always has to go with that.
Okay, just loading in now.
Does have some gappies. The tail is definitely deformed on this model. This might be a super glue time thing.
You're doing a Warhammer model without super glue? You madman.
The plastic glue ain't that bad.
Okay, so yeah, have my equivalent of a warlord trait. I can't have an artifact because of the way I built this army. Let's see if I can just not do that. Well,
Spike up, yeah.
tried to do VR. Okay. I need to spawn
That's
me in
why.
the dice.
Sprue grenades in the way.
Plus.
I still remember that one time when you and I went to Wendy'sville in person years ago.
Ah, of course, that's what you
When our friend didn't know what the size difference was.
Oh, yeah. Anywho.
Glenn, you got a medium, right? Yeah. So
Actual
here
return.
you go. Oh, no. Yours is a yours is a medium. Mine's large. This is a medium?
I'm gonna go, guys. So, for those who are watching the stream, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna put on pause. We'll return once I get some super glue, accelerator, and food. We'll give these guys another 5 minutes. If they don't get going, I will switch over to a game myself, and we'll finish the stream off with that.
just ready to get going, actually. I just got everything ready.
Alright.
I can interact with the Bane Blade,
With these three,
Sentinel,
yeah.
the Tyrannocyte, and the Swarm Lord, but I can't interact with my warriors.
We are back.
We are having problems. His warriors cannot be moved.
Did you lock them by accident?
Probably? We tried right-clicking on them there, Eric.
Yeah, it brings up the... Oh,
Strange. Oh, well.
oh, he just fell through reality.
Snap back.
Did he fall through? Why?
Try right-clicking on them and then deleting them.
Delete. Because their default state is locked.
Yeah.
Strange.
Well, that would do
But
it.
they don't have collision.
Come on.
Anyways, good tip for those who are watching my build stream. If you have tiniest of gaps, super glue is really good. You won't notice it, so be careful, especially with gel or especially with thin. But accelerator spray definitely helps. But I've gone in here because there's the tiniest little gap, and instead of fiddling with it, or green stuffing or liquid green stuffing, because that's harder to get because they stopped making at least the putty version. You just go in with some super glue, hit it with that accelerator spray, and it will fill the cracks. And once you prime it, you won't see that gap. So it's nice.
Oh my god. It was not like this. And
Sub-assemblies, I see. Well, I am a mad lad, and I'm going to put the tail on.
hide face down, reveal fog of war, ignore fog of war, measurement, movement, tooltip.
This is definitely a big boy.
God damn it. What the absolute fuck?
For those who may be interested, our girl Wendu, she actually has a Twitch stream, and she was playing Among Us this morning. It was pretty hilarious. But yeah, like no kidding, legit, Wendy's, the store, was Twitch streaming. It was amazing.
Okay, right click on it.
I can spawn these.
Where's the feet?
Hold on, let me see what the options are for that one.
Here, 30.
Drag, collectible, snap, auto raise.
Because what I think it is these warriors don't have hitboxes,
Right.
and the creator set them defaulted to locked so they don't just fall through everything. Because something like the Baneblade,
Drake's.
like all these other models that can be moved, like the Swarm Lord, the only hitbox he has is the black base. The rest of them is actually completely.
So I think you're supposed to spawn separate bases and then attach them to the base and then unlock them.
So
I never understood why some of these modders do that. Like, especially it's terrible for that in the bolt action models, where every one you have to manually attach to a base. You could have just attached the base to the model.
Yeah.
How do you go? You're going that way. This is tradition.
let's just.
This guy's massive. He's huge.
Here, one more. I might want to try.
I just threw him to
Huge.
reality. Okay, so I'm just gonna spawn in these ones.
I guess we'll build the head.
Here, one.
And then I also need.
Hydra setup. Behemoth. Gorgon.
Hemogorgon.
Papercraft.
The tongue, because they always make the tongue separate.
There, we can just do them like this.
Alright, and then
But
we'll
they're,
look at it later, yeah.
The paper. I'm stuck using the papercraft ones, So the ones that I tinted blue are the ones with the venom cannon. Because I can't actually change what they look like anymore.
I want to try something here.
Ooh, yeah, I can do them like this.
Oh, what the hell? Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that person added that there. Alright, that's rather bit weird.
Nani?
We're going to have to look into this later on in the near future. I work from 10 to 2 next Friday, so I could be part of the stream after then. If we want to do another game.
Okay, there we go. So,
You rolled a 5, so...
yeah, I'm up first for deployment. I'm putting my,
Sporocyst?
the Sporocyst into Deep Strike.
Okay, Scourge is Deep Strike.
So that's actually the only thing I can put in Deep Strike.
Same, actually.
Yeah, no longer is it deep strike, deep strike, deep strike, deep strike. I thought
Well,
Hey,
you...
you jealous?
No, it's just so dumb. The game where they're like, we don't want this, and then they did it. I thought also your gene stealer call. You can put all your stuff into the thingy.
He's not doing Gene Stealer Call, he's doing more
Wait,
Tyranids
I
than...
have one Gene Stealer Cult unit. The Sentinel here is a Gene Stealer Cult.
Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm guessing you did your second deployment?
Yeah, I hope this is okay. The map's a bit cluttered for a model of this size. Right down
Yeah.
here.
Alright, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to Gutsy.
Because I can put my guys up on top of the buildings.
They don't have the fly keyword.
As long as they're not monstrous, they can go in there.
Oh, fuck yeah, you're right. Alright,
I believe the vehicles can't.
Vehicles cannot unless they have fly.
So,
Vehicles and
I wonder-
monsters can't go on buildings or on top of them.
my cool thing is my Talos have the fly keyword, so. Alright, speaking of, my Talos have been
There
deployed.
you are. The tiniest pieces.
I am going to put my...
Well, there's multiple. Oh, you can make a closed head or an open mouth. Oh.
Close
Cool.
head.
Actually, before I say for skirt there, let me just quickly double check the range.
Oh, there's single. Oh, I see. It's. Oh wait, no, there is two options. So I think I will build both heads, and I won't glue them down, so that way whoever gets it can choose which head they want.
Magnetize.
I could also magnetize too. We have magnets.
We do have magnets. Is anyone in the chat, by the way? If there is, let us know.
There is
If
no
we
one
should
in the
match it.
chats.
So that person who was there last time isn't there. Damn, that's sad.
Not today. Hold me closer.
Okay, so Hive Guard down.
Okay.
Wait, can it just fit by pressure?
Okay.
You don't even
Venom
need to
deployed.
magnetize the heads.
Nice.
They pressure fit. Let's go.
Here we go.
Okay, Warriors.
That's cool. Nito indoor burrito.
My Sentinel does not have the
This one.
thing where I can deploy it further forward than normal because it's
Okay. Venom deployed.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a scout vehicle, so it has to just be in my zone.
Are Beyblades considered Titans?
No, they're actually they might be. They might be Titanicus.
Vehicle Titanic Baneblade.
Yep, so it is Titanic.
So I can't do my Poison 4 Plus stratagem on it. Oh well.
Cannot poison my Baneblade.
Well, no, because there's a new stratagem that I could poison vehicles in close combat or shoot in phase. Any vehicle except Titanic on a 4 plus.
So you can poison my Sentinel.
Yeah.
And the one dude sitting in it. Vehicles can't gain cover, can they?
Yes, if they are a certain percentage covered from line of the model that's shooting it.
Based off line of sight, not like terrain. Okay.
No.
So my Sentinel's down.
Here. All right.
I believe monsters don't benefit from cover unless they have like that one thing from the Blood of Ball book for Tyranids.
All right.
think they might still be the same as vehicles. They're considered they use the same rules for vehicles for cover. So it's based off of line of how much of the model you can see, as opposed to like sitting inside a forest or inside a building type thing.
Yeah.
So
Ravager deployed.
okay.
Get in there. Haha. Pressure fit. Pressure fit rules. Tunnel snakes.
No, that's...
Oopsie
What
daisy. I did not see about the second base. I'm so sorry.
It's a shame that I don't get to keep this guy. But...
You just spawned in some timers and yeeted my warriors.
Oh no, these aren't timers. These are
Oh, objective counters.
So one is command points, how many you have. One is primary objectives, and the second secondary objectives.
Okay.
What kind of detachment did you make, by the way?
Yes.
Oh no, because
I have 3 different detachments.
right, because no,
Gee.
Strike Force gives us 12, but then you have to spend the command points for those detachments. But then you gain those detachments back, or command points back, with your warlord in it. So one's an auxiliary.
Let me just quickly find the
This one
thing
gets it.
here. So I have a super heavy auxiliary, which no modifier. I have
How much does that spend though for command points?
the super heavy. I think
Yeah.
it's just not applicable.
No, but because like you have to spend command points to gain those detachments, but then you gain back those. Here we go. Super heavy, so you lose 3.
Super heavy auxiliary, not super heavy. It's not a super
Yep.
heavy detachment, it's the super
Yep.
heavy auxiliary.
Yep. So 1 Lord of War.
Yeah, which is the Baneblade.
Yep.
He's his own detachment, because the standard super heavy is minimum 3.
Yep. And then what was the other objectives?
I have the standard
detachment.
auxiliary. I have
So
the
that.
auxiliary, which I believe costs me 1.
Let me just see where the regular auxiliary costs. Outrider, Spearhead, Vanguard, Brigade, Battalion, Patrol, Supreme. So that's
Warriors.
2%. All right, and
Warriors
then
want to play.
what was the other one?
So there was the super heavy, the standard auxiliary,
Yeah.
and I don't actually know because 1 HQ,
Yeah.
4 troop, and I believe it's a heavy. No, it's a fortification.
Fortification.
So I have that's the sclerosis.
Which would be considered a transport, right?
No, they're different. They're different unit types. I think transport is its own, or fortification is its own thing.
What symbol does it have on your codex?
Like a castle tower,
Oh, so yeah, that is fortification.
as opposed to the arrow with the skull, which is the transport. That's a different one. This is the tower, the bastion symbol.
Oh, cause it's. Oh, this would be considered a patrol then. Yeah, you'll stay at 7.
Patrol is 1 to 3 troops. I have 4 troops though, because I have 4 squads of warriors.
So that would still be a patrol though, Will?
What?
So if Eric here has 4 troops and 1 HQ, that would still be considered a patrol, right?
Well, what's the patrol minimum maximums?
Minimum or HQ 1 to 2, troops 1 to 3.
Then he's past the maximum, and he goes to the next one.
Because then battalion is
Don't
2
have
to 3
enough
HQ.
Minimum
And 3 to 6.
I don't have enough HQs for a battalion.
So then you can't take a patrol unless you drop a dude.
So I could. Let me just see about points.
Or you take the extra unit that you have as a auxiliary.
I'm already spending a command point from auxiliary. I could do him. What is he? Is he an elite? I think that guy's an elite. Yeah, I could just swap one of my squads of 3 for the Death Leaper, because they're the exact same amount of points.
Okay, so then that would still be a patrol.
Yep.
Yeah, so that would push me into patrol.
Okay,
Then,
still keeping you at 7 command points.
Yeah, so I can take the Death Leaper.
Okay, this one
In
we're
a-
secretly for.
And at the beginning of each turn, you gain a command point. Only 1 though.
Yeah. Gotta remember to actually use them.
Yeah, because they are actually they're more useful in this edition than they were last edition. I can assure you that.
Yeah, so where were we for deployment?
I think. Let me see.
I
I
have-
did my.
4 units on the board.
You have 6, you said?
I have 4 units on the board right now.
But then you did your Sporosis as your.
So I've done 5 so far.
And I've done 5 so far. So then you're on your 6th now.
So now I'm going to put the Death Leaper into Deep Strike.
Okay.
And what characters do you have? Because I need to mark a target for him.
2 Archons and a Homunculus. This one here is an upgraded Archon, and this is just a default Archon and a default Homunculus.
Okay. The upgraded guy is your Warlord?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have his target be your Master Archon, or the one. So I get to reroll all attack rolls and wound rolls
Okay.
against him specifically.
Fun of being dumb. How the hell does this go together? Because it goes on here. Ah.
Oh wait, that's further than what I wanted it to be.
Try fitting. Because it's a base piece, so foundation.
Oh wait, I know what I can
we're gonna
Click on the bridge and make it like that. There we go.
You just deleted an entire bridge.
Oh no, here's the thing. Right click on it, and
Oh,
then
the
right click on it, and then oh no, range.
There we go.
Oh, right click on this, and then that. There we go. It's back on again. Yeah. So if you see like the numbers with brackets, if you
That's
press like
state.
press 1, and then 2, 3. It'll like actually modify the build.
yeah, that's what I was actually doing with the proper warrior models, because they have different.
Right.
and I was flipping through seeing which ones had the proper equipment.
Right.
So I had them.
Okay, so I did
Yeah.
my sixth deployment.
Next one is down. Warriors up in the building.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the boyo with his first head. If I can
Okay,
get
the
back
Master
over here.
Archon. Oh no, wait, right. Master Archon can't be deployed on
There we
top of
go.
the building.
There he is.
Master Archon beside the Reaper
He is freaking huge.
deployed.
That's without his
Okay.
wings.
I am now done deployment. I've deployed my
Respect.
swarm
What
lord.
can I do
I'm
here?
done.
Do I
Okay,
have any
so
model?
then I need to do the rest of
Don't have a
mine.
model.
So, well, I gotta run to the bathroom quickly while you finish getting your guys out.
Okay.
So I will be back in like a minute or two.
So this is a 28 mil model, so a little bit shorter than a guardsman. That's. Can I stick him on the base? There we go.
Did somebody say mill?
That's to scale.
Hold on. I can't. A moment. I need to see. I don't see your video.
Because I'm streaming, I'm not camming.
Oh, you're not using the cam to show what you're using. Okay.
So. Yeah, he's pretty freaking big. So, anyways, I've finished that. I'm gonna move on to the video here, or onto a game, and we'll call it for this half of the stream because we're hitting the 2-hour mark.
Yep.
So let me switch over, and we'll be right back.
Bam, 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 bam. I'm sorry. Well, you know what? I'm going to spend the command point to walk on, or 2 command points to walk on. If you want to, right? Oh no, because it's 1, right? Or hold on. What is the power points of the racks in the launch?
Okie dokie. We are back. We are going to be playing some Gloomhaven digital. Since we're starting later. If we were starting a little bit earlier, I was going to try actually play some Shadowrun. Some of that. But here we are. Masters of the Universe. So we're going to be playing this as it loads up here. Again, if you guys want to chat, we still have our chats up here. If you want to join, we have Glenn and Eric are in the 18 plus channel. They're still playing their game, or they're actually starting their game now. So if you guys want to actually play or like listen as they play, or ask them questions, see what's going on, feel free to go on there and ask them questions. But we are going to play a quick dungeon on this. Kind of see where it leads us. But that is that. Ooh, spoopy music. Spoopy. Campaign, we're still waiting on that campaign. But do we have noise? Yes, it looks like we had noise. Okay. So we're gonna play where this is the latest update. So I believe they introduced basically half a good chunk of the unlockable characters. All the environments are now available. There's modding, multiplayer, all that stuff. I'm gonna go quickly use the washroom here. Sorry guys, but we'll start when I get back. We're gonna be doing the only thing that we can do is Guild Masters. If you guys ever want to play this with me or try it out, I'm always down to having people join me. Just add us on, go into our Discord, or join my Gloomhaven Discord on there where we play the tabletop version and the digital version. And you can join us in there on some missions and stuff. But I will be quickly right back. Hi, baby girl. Anyways, hey, I am back. So, we're going to hit resume, and I'm going to actually make, because we're now here, I'm going to make this fuller screen. So, here we go. Make it bigger. We shall make it bigger. There we go. Lock. And we're good. We are good. I'll pull my face up, why not? Because I shaved and tried to make myself look good this morning. So let's do that. I can show you guys some stuff I've been working on too. So the non-zoom cam is covered. Let's shrink. Oh, come on, you. Why are you doing this? There we go. Put it in this corner because it's just the bar that tells you what's going on. So let us whoop, and there I am. Look at me all disheveled. I don't know why my camera is tilted back for some reason. Interesting. There we go. Can move this probably better. Huzzah, yes. Am I doing it? Am I feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I got my wet palette in the way. Oh god, everything's falling. No. Just want to be a Wizards community live stream without actions and consequences. So So I guess this is as good as we're gonna get with my camera. Is it crooked? I think it's crooked. Yes, it is. Maybe a little bit more crooked now, but we'll... Anyways. Welcome guys, hello. It is me. If I'm going to be looking up and towards there, that's because that's where my screen is. This is the setup that I got. But this way you guys can kind of have a cool look, see my setup. I have all my nerd stuff back here, all lined up. And of course I got, if I move my head this way, as you can see over there, I have my Gloomhaven map, my display of minis, and all that. We got our Cyberpunk Collector's figure up there. We have Archeon, all that stuff over here. If you guys ever want to see a stream with me and the guys, especially once this virus is done, or at least me and Glenn sit down, or maybe even stream from outside with a laptop and stuff, we have a bunch of, this whole black shelf here is just RPGs and starter boxes. We got some up there. I know me and Brandon have to play World of Tanks physically someday, but if you guys ever want to see a stream of that or ask rules, we got a lot of them. Then of course we got all our video games, our books, our comics, everything. We got a bunch of things. If you ever want to see stuff on that, feel free to ask. But I think I've sat here enough and made sure I was in the camera to start streaming here. So we're gonna go into that. Oh, I think I hit myself with shaving. Oh well, we're gonna get into the video here after that. So did the lady cut my hair weirdly? What the fuck? Went to a new place and I think she gave me a frickin' weird square bowl cutty sort of monk look. What the hell? Anyways, it is what it is. So we're just gonna start with it, and hopefully our hair will naturally grow into place because we're looking wickety whack yo. And I've spent too much time rambling and staring at myself. Yay, self-hatred, self-esteem lacking. Anyways, we're gonna resume. See where the magic of the autosave leaves us. That is actually a very useful tip. The only bit of health that matters, the last two. Anyways, here we are. Masters of the Universe. This is the map. So last time I almost died. Well, it was horrible. This tree sucks. It was a bad one. But so we move down here. We have a quest over here. It looks like. We go here. Now, computer, why are you doing that? My computer is overworking itself for some damn reason. Well, that's why, because it's setting itself to frickin' 4K. I don't know why it does that every time it resets. But I want 1920 by 60 hertz. There we go. My computer is patat. And it does not like the 4K. Even though I don't mind the 1080p. It looks good. Like the game is beautiful, and I find every other update, it kind of like gets this weird, like where it's optimized one update and then unoptimized the other. So, anyways, we're gonna go to. I like how they tell you what's gonna be in here, so it doesn't spoil the full actual story. Like if the tabletop version has a booklet that you're allowed to look at when you choose the scenario to see what you're kind of fighting, because you have to set up the board somehow. Whereas this kind of like gives you a quick little blurb about it. That way if you forgot something about why you're going there, it's there without really spoiling the story. And it shows you what monsters you're going to be fighting, including possible elite variants. And possible condition modifiers that you'll get, or bonuses that you'll win. So for this one, if we beat this, It looks like we get some sort of net item and a maybe some sort of perk, it looks like. But we're going to get experience, definitely. We're fighting doggos and vermlings. Doggos I really dislike in this game. They're very scary. This one we'd be fighting banditos and doggos. And on this one, we'd be fighting the worst stuff. Yeah, we're not going to do that. The reason, this tree, we had to protect the golem, and we failed horribly. The game, this mission here is the worst mission I've ever played in Gloomhaven, tabletop or digital. Not because it was horribly made, but because it's really hard to play. So I'm gonna definitely skip that. We're gonna go to pest control because I can't click down here for some reason, even though we have a road. But so the little kind of objects here. So these little scroll icons, these are like jobs, so they're side missions. This is kind of like the story for now until they make the actual campaign. This is like you're getting loot for your I can speak. You're getting loot for your guild. Yeah, because it's guild mode, so you're like separate to the story. You're just a basic guild role-playing style. For those who may not know what Gloomhaven is a living world. I guess actually, yeah, kind of. It's a living world RPG that's played straight out of the box. No there's role playing, but no source books and stuff yet. It's just basically think the D&D starter box, but they took a campaign like Tyranny of Dragons or like Salt Marsh, and they took all the minis that you needed, all the monster stats, all the level ups for the characters that you can play, like your basic 4, all the rules, all that stuff, the maps, tokens, dice, and slapped them into one giant $100 box and said, this is it. You add nothing else, you just play from this, and people can pick up and choose their stories, and depending on how you play the RPG, you'll unlock characters and tokens and stuff like that. So if D&D role-playing game, especially like with Diablo 2 Remake coming out, if you like that sort of Diablo 2 style, or you like the old like Kingmaker, and you also want to try D&D out, but you don't really have a group, especially with what's going on, or you don't have the time commitment, or you think you might not be good enough to be a DM or something because no one else wants to DM in your party, definitely pick up this board game. For its price currently, its current price last time I saw it come into the store was about $160, $180 for the core game. But I've had this board game, like, to put it in perspective, another guy that works at the store, his friend has had the Kickstarter version, which came out a year before the retail version, I think, or about half a year. And they're only now halfway through the board game. That was like 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. So, yeah, I'm only a quarter of the way through in our core game, and I have 3 parties going through it. So it'll last a long time. Jokingly, I always say it's a lifestyle. But Frosthaven's coming out, and that's going to be double the length, so I'm just going to be so pumped. I'm going to do a review video on that. I'm going to have 2 copies of it, one that I'll have for actual play, and one that I'll have for storage in case I rip up cards by accident or lose pieces, because it is a legacy game, and I am a stickler for sticking stuff. So I can also give you guys tips and tricks. If you guys want to have like tips and tricks and rule questions for board games, like how do you prep a board game to be reusable if it's a legacy game, hit me up. I'm going to make a video on it no matter what, just to see, for you guys to see what it is. Mike or Bryce or Bryn might be in it. We'll see. But I've rambled enough here, so let's get into the map. As you guys saw lately here, I removed a character. So how the game works, this mechanic-wise, is I put a character down, it adds more difficulty. I remove a character, it lowers the difficulty. You have to have a minimum of 2 players. So this is kind of like my well, actually that's someone else's character, but my party I run normally is these 2. And it's cool. This is why if you guys join us for online, or you guys have a guild with a bunch of friends, you can have multiple versions of this character. So I can have my rogue, as you see with levels, but then someone else could play another version of her and have them saved. Whereas in the board game and in the campaign mode, she's at 44 experience. So if someone else plays as the rogue in their guild, they'll level her up on me and they'll get to select the perk. Whereas I want to play her myself, so I'm going to ask them to not touch the character until I get, or let me choose the level up because it's my main. So you can do a lot of cool stuff like that. So it's a game that I would definitely like either be like me and have a couple of copies, or play Tabletop Simulator version. Like, definitely play it, or you trust your friends a lot not to mess with stuff, and you have a lot of communication. So like, hey, so this group just did a thing, and they leveled up your character. I'm thinking this. Do you want this? And you'd be like, yes or no. Or you can be very choosy of who you trust to sticker, because once you sticker and upgrade the cards, the money's gone from the character, and the level up stays forever, unless you, again, do it how I set it up. And the video game is very much like that, but it does have the nice where if you want to play a casual version of this, where you can split so it doesn't affect each other. If this at any time this does feel awesome to you, again, go to Wizards, our social medias, our Discords, ask for a copy or how you can get your hands on it. If you think the price tag's a little bit too much for you just to try it, or the game's a little bit too huge, there is a starter box version, which is basically for those who already have the big box. It's a character upgrade. It's 4 new characters and some initiative markers, which can be used with the new stuff, with updated ability cards for already existing monsters and characters. Just like how the Circles expansion in brought in update cards, for which I need to put into my decks because we unlock those characters. Which, on that note, you unlock classes too. It's cool. You unlock a lot of stuff. It's awesome. I'll do a deep dive video. It's my all-time favorite board game. I love it. You guys always hear me talk about it. Anyways. So what was I talking? Anyways. So yeah. Starter box is about $50. It's the same core. It's the best way, in my opinion, to learn how to play. Because going into it myself, I actually needed to talk with the guys at work about how it worked and learn, like, for a bit of a month. Because it takes me... Without actually playing it, that's kind of how I learn. So the starter box is a great way to play. And then if you do want it, you're not like you're just tossing it away and never touching it again, to maybe, unless you want to play with somebody who's new. You're actively pushing all this, half this content goes into the main box. It's great. And if you want to support someone who's an up-and-coming guy, who's a gamer for gamers actually, and is fair on his stuff, no, unlike other companies that may have gone away from that, this is the one to support. So enough with the rambling. We're already going on to 3 hours. See, we're going to go into it. And just like I was saying, so how it was showing those monsters, because we removed that third person, we're no longer fighting elites. So we'll be fighting just regular versions, which on their own is still scary, but not as bad. So we're going to go into it. We're going to travel. And of course, we got one of these. So every time you play the game, or you travel from place to place, you get one of these road events. In the board game, you get them too. Some of them you have to rip up. Some of them get put back. And depending on how you choose it, you get benefits or penalties. And the nice thing about this, just like in Mass Effect, or the idea behind Mass Effect, where you have a like a Renegade and Paragon stat, no matter what option you choose in this game, there's no real harsh effects. Like, if you want to be because remember, you're a mercenary who came to this godforsaken city just to make money so that you can survive another day. So if you want to walk past someone who's possibly like doing something bad and not interfere, because what are you going to do? You're not unarmed, you're unarmed, you got nothing, and you're working on a task that's possibly going to either blow up the city or you're going to get paid. You're off to get paid. You can skip that and get a benefit, but something might happen that might be affect later. Or you can also try and be the good guy and stop it, whereas you might get hurt on the way to your travels or lose money, but you'll get a benefit in another way. So there's options. In the physical board game, there's an A and a B. On this one, we luckily got an A or B. In the computer version of it, there's multiple choices. And then, of course, this when you go from a place to the city or a city place to a city place, there's a city version too. And those ones are where you usually get your really good stuff. We'll go into it later. Let me take a drink here. Thirst. Okay, so you have happened upon a stoppered flask lying in the road, clearly dropped by some clumsy adventurer. Pick up the flask, notice that there's still a good amount inside. Feel tad thirsty. So this is where we can either like take a drink or we can leave it alone. And either one will probably do something. If you all who are from Canada remember, don't you stick it in your mouth. I'm going to safely say leave the flask alone. Yes. So here again, we're about to see if this does anything. It does nothing, so we're good. So that could have given us a bonus. Maybe because we took a drink and it was actually just water. We may have been blessed or something, or we start with like advantage or something, or we get extra like a potion or something. Or it could have been we got poisoned. Most likely would have been poisoned, which that is an ability where if you get hit, you take damage +1. And damage hurts in this game. You check for a number of days across the Deadlands, area little life or beauty. Climbing atop a stony outcrop, you see the oasis in the distance, at odds with the desolation around it. Next morning, you arrive at the edge of the woodland and immediately hear the chittering, high, nasally tones of vermlings. Vermlings are kobolds, for those who play D&D, or for those who play Warhammer, or more importantly, fantasy. They're Skaven. It is the time to make this place safer for travelers once more. So, this is where we got a final chance to be like, what do you want to do? So this lets us unlock the area. So it gets us merchants, a travel route. A weight net is an item. That'd be pretty good for the scoundrel, because you can stop people. Immobilize makes it so you can't move for a turn until the next activation of the person who immobilized you. I believe that's how it works on the video game. Anyways, last chance to see what we got, what they can do at their base stats here. We can change our cards around if we want to, change around our, like in the tabletop version or the campaign mode, we can actually swap gear around with each other because it's the guild's gear in money, so everyone gets access to it. So I think I'm pretty good. I haven't touched anything. I've been doing IT already, and I think if we lose, there's no loss condition, like we don't like, hey, you lost, so you block this road forever sort of thing. So we're good. Usually I'll tell you on here if there's something like that. So our objective is we just got to kill all the enemies. So it's just basically get all the doors open and kill them all. Kill them all. And unlike most games where they have those little tips on a loading screen, the ones on here are actually very useful. Okay. So we start. Monitor with the rubbish. As you step into view, you grab your weapon. Oh, you're your trainer. Trainer is it's instead of having like perks for leveling and doing like having in the board game you get these little cards during each adventure that you play, like each scenario. You get these like 2 little cards. You select one, and if you meet the conditions, you get like a check mark for perks. They don't have that in here. So what they have is the trainer instead. So if you meet, like, every class has a specific thing to like level them up, and he'll give you gear, levels, perks, all that stuff. And he's also the narrator. He doesn't have a voice right now, but when the full game comes out, there is going to be voice acting sooner or later. So we can move our people around. I want him to be at the front because he's meant to be my tank. I'm going to select her. I'm going to put her there. We can move the cursor around, scroll out. So it looks like our next door is over where? Where's our door that we need to get to? Or is this just going to be easy mode where we just got to kill all of them? No, there's a door over here. So, nice thing is in the newest updates, they allow you to see the rooms. There used to be a huge issue where sometimes the door like this would be hidden, like hidden into the environment. So you couldn't tell where it is unless you like accidentally put your cursor over it. So now they show where actual rooms is. So we got a room there. I believe it only shows you one room ahead of itself. So we got the one room here. The cool thing is they've arted it so it's just like the tiles from the board game. So it looks like from a far distance, especially if you had a lower or zoomed in and you had it on a lower quality or a really high quality where it kind of blends in, it looks like a forest floor with some roots. But when you zoom out to look at it like a tabletop, it's a grid. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to activate his turn. This archer is going to be a pain. We don't want the doggo to be beside someone because the dogs have an ability which, instead of like leveling and just being like, oh, I can punch really hard and like that's how your character grows, in Gloomhaven, your character, yeah, gets experience slowly if you play the classic way, not the way that we play, but you actually learn you grow as the character as the player. So because I've played this a couple of times, I've learned that dogs will attack in packs. So I guess, yeah, it's dog pack tactic. But you learn how they'll attack. You can kind of guess how they will move their turn. And of course, it will tell you how they'll do for their turn. Tell you how many attack modifiers in the deck, so on and so forth. Whereas, I haven't really fought much. I haven't fought a bear yet, but it's a bear, of course. And I haven't really fought much Vermling scouts. I know scouts all share the kind of the same cards, but I think in the video game, like each race has kind of a unique one to their card deck. But I know because he's a ranged character, he's probably going to step back. He'll try to stay away. The dog will attack with the bear. So that's kind of like where you mean. Whereas if you're someone who's brand new to this game, yeah, you can come in with a already made character that's a high level that can compete and go in here and do what I'm doing, but you won't know that the dog would attack pack tactics. You'll probably know because if you played an RPG, the ranger's going to go away because ranger will range. But that's that. So we have them together. So if we can go before them, which this is the big mechanic of the game. It doesn't use dice. It uses cards. So each turn you got to select 2 cards, and you can use the top ability of a card or the bottom of ability of a card, and then you can only use the opposite of the other card. So say if I had Earthy Cloud and Crushing Grasp as my 2 cards, and I chose this to be my initiative card. If I chose attack this one up here on Crushing Grasp, I can only do this. Or if I chose this one on here, then I can only do this one. But if, say, you didn't want to loot because there's no gold around, you could also just do the default ability, which is move 2 or attack 2. Then last but surely, this number right here is your initiative. The lower the number, the faster you go. I know it's kind of reversed from D&D, but that's how it goes in this game. Basically think of it like a dice roll, like a percentage dice roll. So we want to go pretty quick because they're together. So he has an AoE ability, if I can find it, right here, where he can hurt dudes. But he also has this one right here, Avalanche. So I want that. And then he has one where if he moves through people, he also does damage. But I just want... Here we go. We can go this one, which makes me move pretty quick, or I can try to go this one, which will make me work quicker. But I will make an attempt, and of course I want my 29 to be the initiative. So we'll just click that, and as you can see up here, he's initiative 29. For the rogue, I want her to move pretty quick. The rogue's whole thing is she moved quick and she can invisible herself. But I think right now we're going to try to hurt them because we're not together. So we're just going to try to hurt, and I think we will activate this. We're going to activate the bottom of here to get an active ability. So this stays, unlike where you play an ability and then after the round it goes away, this one stays until I meet the requirement. So I have to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe 5 times, and then it goes away. But it goes away for the rest of the encounter instead of just into the graveyard, which you'll see later on when it works. So I believe I've selected what I want to do for the turn, so we'll hit end. And now we get to see what they do, so we got pretty lucky, so we'll go before them. So his modified stats with how he is now, plus these. So he's going to be hurting us for 3 in poison. the bear is going to hurt and the doggo is going to hurt us. So we continue. Okay, so just like we thought with the scoundrel, we're going to do this. We're going to swing at the vermling, possibly killing him. And we do. And we'll do that. Which is nice. Now the this guy, our Craighart, can move over here and hit. So we're going to move for movement. And then we're going to do this. There we go. Oh yeah. So, and then we ended our turn on the pile of coins. So we will get some coins. And of course we created an earth element. So that means if we have an attack with an element symbol on it, we can use it to buff our dudes and do stuff. So nice thing is, we've now cleared out most of these guys, so we can basically get to this door now. So we're going to get our rogue to basically go fast. Basically go fast. We're going to go super fast. So we want this to go last because we don't want to open the door. Because if you open a door and there's enemies, they get to pull their initiative cards if they don't already have one out. And do stuff. So I think we're just gonna punch people with and get him to move up. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, the bear's gonna go first. That's fine. Craighart can withstand damage. Oh yeah. So we're going to So we're actually just going to do undo. We're going to move here because we want to stay within range so we can target him. Because I didn't realize that was a range attack. We're going to make that. So we're going to eat the elemental. And we're going to eat the power potion. So that's going to +1. So we're going to push him 2, and we're going to do 4 base attack. So we're going to swing. Hopefully we get a benefit. Oh. So we only did 2 damage because of his shield. And now we're going to push him back 1. So now we're going to move super fast. And then we're going to do this one. And we move here. Because that's a trap. So unfortunately we weren't able to open the door this turn. But we will get to this turn. Make sure, because we're going to open this door, so we're going to make sure we go before anyone else who gets in there. And I think we're going to ignore the bear. And we're just gonna ignore the bear. Yep. So that's good, because the bear's only going to move once, so he can't reach us anyways this turn. So we're going to move 3. We're going to move in here. Open the door. And there is some people in here. So we're going to go here for movement, finish our movement. Skip action.
This was caught between the two vibes. It was a slanted stick, but I believe it not be caught in it.
Bear's going to hit me, it's going to hurt. So, skip attack, I'm no longer in range. Doggo's going to move. Of course, he could skip the trap. Of course.
3 minus 4 AP.
Aha. We're going to do that. Make him not hit the trap.
Scary about the new dark passes. Instead of 56 now,
There we go.
so you could find roll 1.
And we're going to do this. Skip attack. Now we're going to get hurt. Yep. Oh, he takes the money. Would you look at that? Yeah, so this bear, no threat. This bear, though, is going to hurt. Oh, but he got disadvantage. Ooh, so we'll take that. Oh, yeah, it's my cloak. I have a robe, special robe item. Anyways, well, he's now learned the mistake, because we're going to do... Well, we're just going to check to make sure there's not another room. It doesn't look like it. So I can use a ability that has... Oh, yeah, we're good. So because this is the final room, really, and we have all our enemies together, I'm going to use a thing. So I'm going to do this for now. There we go. So we'll get behind and we'll smash a bunch of people. So we're gonna use this
So that would be minus 4
with
what would it be? Armor save would it be? So then 7 up, which is
I can swing with that and then use the... Ooh, I'll do that. So we'll ignore this. We'll do this. Oh wait, no, but that's the top. We'll do this, then we'll invisible ourselves. The invisibility makes it so they can't hit us. But, nah, I should move and then just attack. It's the doggo if I can keep them separate, because I have the single out ability. So we'll do that. Okay, it looks like we're going before them, so that's good. So we're gonna move to... Can we move to an obstacle? Oh, we can't. Shit. Oh yeah. What about... Yeah, what about here? Oh.
It is a single shot weapon instead of 3 shots altogether, and it has 2 different profiles.
So they can't move now, which is nice.
A heavy D6, strength 8 minus 4.
Yeah, I should have moved here, but I find the pathfinding in this game is a little bit off right now. I'll just receive the damage. Am I bleeding? I could just super kill the bear right now. Yeah, let's just super kill the bear. Poison him first. Then we will... That. Nice. And we will drink our healing potion. Oh. I always keep thinking that's the healing potion. That's my bad. Well, now it's the doggo's turn. I will receive it. Why not? The bear is going to be so slow. so we're running low on cards. So we're about to do another mechanic of the game. Well, I am wounded. Okay, so I am bleeding. Okay, so that's bad. Oh, I don't like that noise. Sad puppers. Anyways. Boom. So we're gonna move the Craighheart. The bear's gonna have to come to me anyways. I'm gonna have to long rest, so I'm gonna just move him so we take all the gold. Because I need gold. I'm saving up for ability cards. So that's how you kind of level your stuff. And I don't have... Oh, the bear's not there yet, so that'll be a good one. Oh, the bear is so slow. So we're gonna long rest both our characters because we have all the time in the world. So this is a long rest. So long rest is you skip your turn for the round, but you get to heal twice or remove like the poison or wounded condition. And you untap all equipment that is untappable. So mostly it's basically like your boots, gears, weapons, stuff. Potions usually only are used once per encounter. And then we got to choose a card to get rid of permanently for the encounter. And then we get all the other cards back. So that's that. See, but now we're going to heal. So this is how I'm going to remove this wounded condition. Even though it says I'm going to heal for 2, I'm not. It's going to remove the wounded condition first. And we're just going to get rid of quick hands because I don't need it right now. Usually you want to get rid of the loot card. Oh, it did heal me and remove wounds in this. Okay, in the board game version at least, unless there's an update in the rules, because the guy who's making the board game version is helping them make this one. So if that's a thing, then we might, long rest might remove conditions and heal you, which would be really good. So we're going to basically just punch this bear. And then we'll see where we end up. So you know what I'll do? We're gonna Fudgio. Because I want to loot. Damn it. Let's target the bear. Technically, we've now met all our conditions. So it gives us, at the end of the round, board game and physically and digitally, that's when you would check for the end conditions. So that way it gives you a chance to possibly do anything or pick up this extra loot, as we can see here. So I'm going to do this, which will allow me to loot 1. I'm going to miss the... No, oh, damn it. So there's supposed to be a way to go back. Oh, that's cool. To go back and redo your turn. But what I just did was I accidentally hit skip turn instead of doing the thing. And so I've now just played myself and I'm going to miss the money. So I'm just going to skip action and turn. So I done played myself. Again, you guys who make this game, you're supposed to have an undo turn thing for this version of the game. Yeah, it's not in. Aha. So it keeps track of all our stuff. Nice. A bunch of records. We've completed a task. And we're not close to anything else, but we're very close to these ones. So we're gonna exit. So I think with that, once this loads in, let's see, we're gonna go see what the guy gave us as a reward. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Sick. So we're now unlocking a new class. So you guys can see kind of like, and this is in the physical board game too. And unlike this one though, this character is unlocked differently in the campaign. So for those who are wanting to play the board game, the story and how you get these guys are going to be completely different. So you don't have to worry about spoilers on that end. A bunch of character classes are you get them based off completing quest lines, personal backup stories for your character, and other things like the Sun character, which is basically a paladin. Gets unlocked if any parties at any time has 10 positive influence in city, so your reputation is plus 10. Whereas there's like a shadowy one, which I'm gonna assume is more like a rogue or a warlock, because opposites, is if your reputation has a minus 10, then you unlock it. But we're gonna claim it. So for anyone who's watching now, I highly suggest skipping, because we're basically gonna end it here. For those who don't care for spoilers, I'm gonna show you this character. This is new to me, so I'm excited to see this character. I might just save it until we unlock it in the physical board game, but that's gonna take forever. So I think I'm gonna actually unlock it now. I'm very much an anti-spoiler person. So thank you guys for joining the stream. I know it was very weird. I was promised by Glenn and Eric that they were actually gonna have a game and they're gonna have it set up so you guys can actually see it, but that didn't really turn out as you guys have seen. Sorry about that. If you guys do want to actually see a real Warhammer game played, I can potentially get some other guys in here, get them pre-set up before we start, or we can play a different game or a smaller scale version of it. There's like Kill Team, or if you guys want to see more video games or want to watch me build more models, or like what we had last couple of times with Mitch in here, talk about stuff and answering questions, or like want me to answer with some of the guys that work with like comic questions, fan theories, fan canons, review board games, RPGs, stuff like that, or even play physical versions of the game on my table and stream it, we can do that. I think next time I'm going to play we're going to have Glenn on here, and I'm going to build a deck in Pokemon with his help. So me and him will build the deck in Pokemon and we'll play some rounds. But yeah, so I'm going to go here. So thank you guys for joining. That's my ramble. If you guys like these, we do this every Friday from 3 to 8. Even if I'm not on, we still have people in the chats playing. Like Glenn and Eric are still in the 18 plus chat. So if you guys want to go in there and see them play and listen to them play Warhammer, ask them questions about Warhammer, how to get into it, all that stuff, because they are also beginners themselves. So you can take a look at that. I think with that, I'm going to go. So again, it's been Friday Hangout. I keep rambling, I keep looping. That's kind of my thing. I need Mike here. Mike definitely helps me keep on track, especially if you guys listen to our podcasts, which are really good. If you guys want to hear good conversations about topics that us gamers, readers, comic fans are into, take a look at that. It's in the description below, at least it should be. It's called Pulled from the Shelf, a collector's podcast. Me and Mike sit on there. We talk about stuff. We've done Star Wars, D&D, Warhammer comics, all that stuff. We actually have some edited videos, some little tidbits that you guys can see, little snippets that you can hear on our YouTube. And of course, if you guys are file guys, you get cool priorities, like you can hop in during those live streams or those podcasts and ask us questions while we're recording. You guys get unedited versions of it. You guys get priority stream booth privileges when we're in these live streams and all that stuff. And I'll be starting, once I get this properly set up and kind of get more people interested, I'll be doing some of these events and reviews and book readings and stuff just in the Discord for the file guys. Or I'll do some videos for the gaming guys and some for the card guys, where we'll talk about videos and stuff, and you guys will only get to be able to see those if you're part of those groups. So make sure you guys are selecting your groups when you join the Discord. And make sure that if you are a file guy, you are selecting file guy. And if you're not, please don't abuse the system. This is definitely a trust right now. Don't make us have to go in and moderate everything. So if you're a file guy, make sure you select file customer. If you're not a file, please don't select it. But with that, I'm going to go get this. If you guys do not want spoilers, this is the end. And thank you for coming. We will see you next time. Okay. So for those who are still here, I know I haven't been able to see the chat because I have the game full screen. I'm sorry if I haven't answered anything. Let me check my phone here just to see if there is any questions on YouTube at least. So far, top chat. Let's see. So far, oh, it has shrunk. Will you look at that? I did not notice that. Well, that's a thing we'll learn for next time, that it will shrink like that if we do this. But anyways, I'm going to go fix the OBS here because I've noticed that this happened. And we're going to, where are you, Game Capture Canada. Why buy a mattress anywhere else? I'm sorry about that, guys. Kind of sucks when I don't have a dual monitor sort of gamer setup, so I can't really see what's going on. There we go. Anywho, so we got it bigger. Well, let's go. So we're gonna open the thing here. I didn't see any chat questions. Nope, it's all the same. So let's do that, and we're gonna do that, and that. So let us go into this. Claim our rewards. So we now have a quartermaster. So he's actually added a thing here. So bam, this is where we buy all our gear and stuff. But that's not what we're here for. What does he have? He has new stuff. So he's added cool stuff. So now we can buy away nets. The guy only has, we have one out of our party out of the one that you can get. So he has one left in the inventory out of the one that he's allowed to carry maximum. So we can sell stuff back and all that. It's a thing. Again, I'll go into more detail. Yeah, so that's, oh, anyways, Great Oak. We can bless. So in the one, you can, and we've unlocked this character, so we're waiting for it to do in person. You unlock a character by doing this 10 times, basically, in the physical card game. Bless, basically, in the digital game, basically gives you a second nat 20 in your deck of cards to flip for the encounter. So it's pretty worth. This is the main cool thing of the game. And this is Ghost Lady. We call her Casper in our group. She has an actual name. I think she looks like the character from the Circle expansion. Anywho. So this is where you can upgrade your cards. And they cost a pretty penny. Like $100. Like in-game to do this. I know it's kind of cut off, but that's because I'm running 1080p, so it kind of cuts off the edges, but you can also sell perks back, I guess. Anywho, we're here. Let's go take a look at that new character, like I said. So we have unlocked Spears. I have not seen this character before, actually, so this is my first time seeing them. So this is the Quartermaster. So he's a Tiefling-esque character, or as they call him, Valarath. One of the characters in the starter box is one. He's a red guard. He's their like special guards, like to the throne sort of idea. Skilled Valve Quartermaster is known for aiding adventure parties and maximizing the effectiveness of the equipment. After all, what is a warrior without a good sword at his side? So he refreshes your items. So if you run a lot of boots and stuff, that's pretty good. He's okay in combat. and he can basically do everything. Yeah, he can't. So he's just basically he's a filler. And he's like the Tinker, where Tinker is like a super healer, good buffer. It looks like he is like more of an artificer. Like he needs gear on him, and you need gear on your guys. Like doing the Craighart's boots and my cloak, making my cloak better on my rogue is really good. And then of course the little jokes. Always packs too much luggage. Weaker with little equipment. So let's see what his cards are like. Restock. I'll ask to refresh one of their spent consume. Okay, so that's cool. So he lets you actually get your potions back in a scenario. So if you're around, you want to keep them in the middle, I guess, and he does that. So he'll give you your stuff back, but it burns the card. Attack 3, that's normal. He looks like he's a medium speed character. Refresh all consumes all of your backpack. Refresh backpack all of your. So you can consume so again, potions, small items. You can return that. You can heal people. +1 to your attacks for a round. Attack action if you use an item. You can add attack if you use an item. Model. Shield, of course. Move, attack. Attack, move, attack. That's pretty good. The okay, I can kind of see it. There's a fan-made character I have in the tabletop version that kind of plays like him, and I can see where they got their abilities from. He has a pretty decent attack, move. A lot of cards that don't burn. Stun, so this is one that you can swap out. So it looks like he has a 9-hand limit. That's why, because he has a small hand, but he can't. Yeah. Refresh one of your consumed small items. Pull. Refresh all our items. So that's pretty good. Yeah. So you're basically make sure everyone's gear stays going. Like he's got a cool idea behind him. Definitely good in a 4-person party. I wouldn't run him in a 2-person or a 3-person because you could definitely get like the elementalist. I'd recommend if you're running a 3-person party, or even a 4-person, like swap out the rogue or the Craighart for her, because there's especially in the board game, there's a lot of road events that require you to have her in the side for buffs and special effects. She's also a really good area control character, AoE effect person, and crowd control. But she is definitely really weak, so you want to keep her in the back, but she has the range to do stuff. And having this guy there to buff her, to stay in the back with her, so that she gets her power potion where she can get 2 cards back, let her invisibility cloak refresh, and give her boots and power, so she can use her goggles again and stuff to help her keep shooting and stay healed, would be pretty good. So definitely keep them as a 4th slot, or if you have 2 other good characters that you've buffed out and you want to level him up, put him in a party of at least 3. So I think that's it. That's going to be the real end of this. So if you guys stayed and looked at this guy, thank you. I know it's kind of been an odd day for all this stuff. I'm going to go hang out with the guys in the 18+ chat. Thank you very much for stopping by and looking at this. I've had a lot of fun. I know I'm building this dragon and all that stuff. But hopefully you guys will enjoy the next actual real stream where we'll do something. I hope you guys enjoyed the new layout, the new background, having the text in on the screen so you guys can see a lot less stuff I need running around, so I can actually do more stuff that's more needy on the system. I'm not just wasting resources on having multiple windows open and all that noise. And with that, I'm gonna go. So we'll see you guys in the 18+ channel, if not the all age channel, and we'll see you guys next time in the next videos.